Parnell Park for the minor county final of 1998, which has been played on the 18th of April 1999. The participants are Ballyboden, St Endas and Kilmacud Crokes. This is a clash of the titans from the south side of the city. I hand you over now to our commentator, Gerry.
Yes, hello and welcome to Parnell Park. On picture now is Ballyboden, and they look very professional in their warming up. I'd like to say hello to some of our friends from Galway, Cavan, Dublin, Mayo, Tipperary and Cork. We see here Mark O Sullivan. Mark has been switched today. In picture there is his father from Cork. He's been switched today to wing forward. The half forward line has had many changes for this team. In is Andrew Kearns making his debut. Now we see the Kilmacud. They look very relaxed in their warm-up. Obviously the favourites for this game, but Ballyboden have much to offer to this game, and they have a lot to prove. Kilmacud beat St Mary's in the semi-final to get to the final by a big margin. There we see some of their better players, Fionn Kennedy and Dermot Howley. Brian Carty and Tony Shields just walking around and offering their support to the team. There's Gareth O'Reilly, son of a Cork man and captain of the team. The Kilmacud captain is Peter Devitt. Gareth O'Reilly has been the centre stone of Ballyboden's defence. The teams are just getting ready to start the game now. Ballyboden in the team huddle. Frank Mitchell there. And there's Kilmacud. They look very relaxed. Both sides just want the game to start now. Kilmacud also had a great win against Fingalians in the quarter-final. The paper has made them favourites. Now, this is the big clash. Colin Moran, playing for the Dublin seniors, and own Maxie McKiernan have a lot to prove today as the rain just starts to fall. Looking for a ball against Peter Devitt and Conor Murphy. Conor Murphy, the Dublin midfielder this year, and Peter Devitt obviously playing for Dublin last year. Everyone set. McKiernan there with a little jump. And McKiernan's up. First blood to Kilmacud though, as Byrne gets his head in the picture. Oh, that's very, very well played from Carty, and Gaggs showing his captaincy there. Now Byrne, obvious foul there. Byrne with the quick free. Very good pass, and Trevor Donoghue, son of PJ, into Conall Keaney. Unfortunately, Conall Keaney was unable to keep the ball in play. Now Seamus Donoghue played outfield actually for Closhdown last year, but he plays in goal for the Kilmacud minors. He also has next year he is also minor. Mark O Sullivan now switched out to the wing for this game. Trevor and Alan Marr just getting the better of Trevor Donoghue there. Ex-Benilda's player Alan Marr. It'll be a sideline ball to Ballyboden to be taken by Mark O Sullivan, the natural left footer. Small ball in, but that's good play by Conor Murphy, big midfield man for Kilmacud. Alan Ryan now. Alan Ryan, the ex-captain of Dublin hurling team, sends a high ball in, only to be caught by Fionn Kennedy and put out again for a sideline ball. The rain is pelting down now here in Parnell Park. Colin Moran with the sideline ball. Trevor Donoghue keeps it in. Dermot Howley. Unfortunately, Dermot Howley put it out for his 45. And Ballyboden seem to have settled down into this game better than Kilmacud so far. Gareth O'Reilly, captain of the team, with the sideline, or with the 45. Again, Conor Murphy showing his defending skills there. Darren McGee on the ball. Sends a low ball into the tank. Hutchinson. McGee again. Well, McGee shoots wide. Kick out to be taken by Sean Manley. Studying engineering in UCD this year. Liam Ogue now to take the free. Liam was down in Australia with the Irish under-17 team. What can he do with the free? Fortunately, Liam doesn't have his shooting boots on today, and he sends that one high and wide. Manley again with the kick out. Byrne with a magnificent kick. Magnificent catch, excuse me. O'Reilly again with the free. O'Reilly seems to have no options, so he sends a high ball in, but straight to Owen Carroll. There's McKinnon getting in with a block down. And O'Reilly again. O'Reilly seems to be having a brilliant game. And Alan Ryan, magnificent. It's hard to put that man off the ball. That free will have to be taken again. Ryan, and here's Trevor Donoghue. He has Byrne outside him, opts for the shot. Oh! And Andrew Kearns on his debut. Andrew Kearns, under 16, on his debut, gets a goal in the 5th minute. My word, you can't have a better start than that. High ball in by Trevor Donoghue, and Andrew Kearns was the first to react and put that ball in the net. So first blood to Ballyboden. Andrew making his debut in championship football today gets the first score. Moran's up on that. Here's Liam Ogue into Fergal Armstrong. David Ryan in pursuit. Oh, and that's a nice point when Darren McGee struck from the ground. No nonsense. Manley with the kick out again. Manley sends a high ball down. And there's Andrew Kearns again. And Garrett O'Reilly. Here's Mark O Sullivan playing out in the wing. And McKinnon. McKinnon is fouled. And there's a Kilmacud player down. It's Owen Carroll. And O'Reilly again really having a magnificent game. Alan Marr first to this ball, and that's Trevor Donoghue. Trevor Donoghue just a little angry there. Alan Marr to take the sideline ball. And Trevor is actually having his name taken. Cannot be good for the sport. Trevor walks off, disappointed. Here's McKinnon just losing his feet. And Liam Ogue O'Hennigan sends a ball in again to Fergal Armstrong. Oh, but great defence there by Brian O'Regan. And O'Regan fouled, but that was very showing his defensive qualities there. And here's Rory Kelleher. Rory, he's on the Dublin minors this year at centre forward, but he sends a bad ball into Alan Ryan. And Alan Ryan clears it straight to McKinnon. But McKinnon unfortunately could not keep the ball in. And debit to Rory Kelleher again. He steps by very nicely. On foot. And here's Shane Ryan maybe. Colin Cooney just got the better of Shane Ryan there. But Liam Ogue sends it straight to Sean Manley with a great overhead catch. And kicks the ball down the field again to Andrew Kearns, who in turn passes it to Colin Moran. And Colin Moran is off. Obvious foul. Fionn Kennedy might protest that, but I don't see his argument. The free now to Ballyboden. We'll just see Tony's comments. on the game thus far?
The game is going very well now for Ballyboden, and they're on the attack again, and they've kept Kilmacud out when they were challenging.
Thanks a million, Tony. Some great comments there from Tony Shields. Cavan man has been managing this team since he has been about 40, and that is magnificent. That just shows the quality of Mark O Sullivan from the sideline with his left foot. Acute angle sends the ball over the bar. The Dublin minor obviously last year in hurling and football. And he's up again. No, it's McKinnon. Sends it back to O'Reilly, and O'Reilly with a ball, but Alan Marr again. And here's Liam O'Hanigan. Sends the ball up to Colin O'Cooney. Colin Cooney recovered from a serious injury at the age of 14. Manny would not play on, but Colin Cooney is recovered well from the injury, and now has earned a place on this team, and he has another year to come at minor football. This will be a 45 to Kilmacud, to be taken by Darren McGee, also playing Dublin minor this year at midfield with Conor Murphy. And McGee couldn't even kick it over the ball line. It's very bad from McGee. And Shane Ryan here. Shane got blocked down by Colin Cooney and across his own goal, but it's a good ball out to Andrew Kearns. Judged the flight of the ball well, and in turn gets a good kick on it. Down to Colin Keeney. Oh, and Howley couldn't do much there. All he could do was foul, as usual. Is Owen Carroll just kicking the ball back to Mark, who in turn gives it to David Ryan. David Ryan down the line for Colin Moran, who in turn kicks a high ball into Trevor. Alan Marr gets on the end of this one. Trevor in pursuit. Good defensive play from Trevor and McKiernan. McKiernan great dispossession of the ball there. And Howley giving out. He's not a great ambassador for the game. It'll be a free for Ballyboden. Just waiting now for Andrew Kearns on his debut. He's already scored a goal. If you could add a point here. But it's just short, and Seamus Donoghue was blocked down. Seamus, the sub-goalkeeper for Dublin this year. He's hurt his ankle. Poor Seamus. He's recovered to take the kick out. He was a part of the Closhdown team of last year. Seamus. See what he can do with the kick out now. That's a nice kick out. Straight to midfield. Moran's up. Alan Ryan in pursuit with Devitt. And Liam Oak here. Liam Oak finds no way through Alan Ryan, but was fouled. Plays the ball in, that's a testing ball. And there's John Hutchinson, and McGee is through, but that was just a bad pass from McGee. Through the ball. But David Ryan gives the ball straight back. But fortunately for Ballyboden, they'll have to take the free again from the correct position. O'Regan with the free. Sends a high ball down. And Colin Moran was up on that one, and here's Mark O Sullivan. Kilmacud wouldn't let him run, and rightly so, because if he runs, it's hazardous for the opposition. Alan Ryan steps up to take the free. He'll just wait until Mark O Sullivan has tied his shoelace. Looks like Ballyboden have the upper hand in this first half. Trevor again, but Marcus O'Brukla also of Closhdown with the clearance. Here's Owen McKiernan. McKiernan has no options. And here's O'Sullivan again. O'Sullivan, he started his run, and again, the only response Kilmacud have to O'Sullivan is to foul him. And Conall Keeney, son of the famous Sylvie Keeney, to take this free. Ballyboden really have the upper hand. They've had the most chances. Keeney just steadies himself. No panic. Oh, and Seamus Donoghue just tips that one over the bar, taking no chances in this early stage of the game. So it's 1-2 to 1 point for Ballyboden. They've really silenced the critics now. Donoghue again with the kick out. Another fine kick out from Donoghue. And great fielding from Devitt, the captain of the Kilamcud team, also Dublin minor last year. And Carty here. Carty, he's fouled there. It'll be a free for Kilmacud Crokes. No, actually it'll be a throw. And McGee just getting the better of Colin Moran there, but Carty again showing his fighting spirit. And Kearns here. Kearns with the ball in, just punched out by Alan Maw. And Cooney just taking too many steps. Shane Ryan with the free. That's a great ball. Keeney, he has the turn of pace and he has the finish. Great point from Conall Keeney, but I should say great ball from Shane Ryan, the beast of the team. Shane Ryan with a great crossfield ball, and Keeney with the finish to match it. Again Keeney and Moran. Fionn Kennedy with the kick. Oh, and O'Regan again getting the better of the ex-Dublin minor, Virgil Armstrong. And this will be Alan Ryan to take this free. Ballyboden look composed about their performance. Sends a high ball in. And here's Byrne. What can Byrne do? Oh, great pass from Byrne to O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan. Oh, O'Sullivan with his second point. O'Sullivan is really running riot. It might be the switch out, but he's really on the wing. He's running riot, and Owen Carroll has no response for O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan, the ex-Dublin minor in hurling and football, makes it 1-4 to 1 point. But Donoghue again with the kick out. Sends a high one up. And O'Reilly again, inspiring his teammates. And Donoghue's showed his pace here, and he's got away from Alan Maw. And Donoghue, great point from Trevor Donoghue, showed his turn of pace. And Howley giving out again. He should be concentrating on his own game, as Trevor Donoghue is. High ball again. That he's been hitting very, very good kick out. And O'Sullivan in there again. And they foul him again. They seem to be afraid of Sullivan. And here's O'Reilly. O'Reilly sends one down towards Conall Keeney. But the big man, Dermot Howley, with a fine catch. And was fouled by Conall Keeney to take it himself. A fantastic technique Howley has. Sends the ball down. And here's Colin Cooney. Oh, great block down by Shane Ryan, brother of Alan Ryan. Sends the ball down to Kelleher. Kelleher tries the shot. Kelleher shoots wide. Here's Sean Manley now. Sends the ball down, and Alan Ryan sweeps up. And here we go. And Byrne with, he could have a shot. But instead, great ball. Great ball to split the dispense. And Mark O'Sullivan with a great goal. Reverse pass there by Byrne, and O'Sullivan turned the defence inside out to finish with ease into the corner of the net, past Donoghue. He's having a fantastic game. 1-2 to his name already. And the Ballyboden contingent here are going wild. Oh, and Colin Moran just showing his presence in midfield. And Donoghue here. It will be a free to Kilmacud. As I said, Mark O'Sullivan is really showing Kilmacud how to play football today. And here's Lee Moog, Irish international, down to the ex-Dublin player, Fergal Armstrong. Here's Conor Murphy, again to Lee Moog. They seem to be crowded out and they can't get the shot in. They seem to be kicking around the blocks. Oh, but Cooney again. Cooney got that ball illegally, pushed Ronan Carty in the back. Down the field, Moran, Dublin senior, ex-Dublin minor. Again Trevor with a turn of pace. But Fionn Kennedy likes to busk on Grafton Street, does Fionn. Plays to Alan Marr. But Alan just overrunning with the ball there. Colin Moore now. What can he do? Left-footed. Plays a perfect ball to Conall Keeney, who in turn plays it across the goal, and Donoghue could only kick it away. But now Kilmacud have time to settle on the ball. Through midfield. Up to now Hutchinson. But Hutchinson's fouled. Unfortunately for Ballyboden, and it'll be a free to be taken by Conor Murphy for Kilmacud. Conor got a great ride up, but he seems to be doing nothing today. And here's David Ryan. And Kelleher. Great point from Kelleher. He has been showing some touches of class. He is a Dublin minor. Sean Manley with the kick out now, and we have a substitution. It's Dara O'Daly coming on, and yes, he's going to Mark O'Sullivan, see what he can do on Mark. But really, Owen Carroll did nothing. 1-5 Mark has got in this opening half. And Cooney now. Cooney with a swerve. And Cooney's fouled. Colin Cooney has just come into the team now. He was on the outskirts of the team the whole season, but has just made it in for the final. Limo O'Hennigan. Dispossessed. The Irish international dispossessed. And Herity. Oh, great block down from Herity. And again he tries. And Gareth O'Reilly really didn't know what he was doing there. He was trying his best. And again Kelleher. Policed by many Ballyboden players, and Moran protests against his ex-Dublin minor colleague. Now the free to be taken by Limo O'Hennigan. Closh down player, and he sends this one over the bar. They needed that one. Now it's 2-5 to 3 points. They really needed that one. Unfortunately for Kilmacud, they got it. Again Hennigan. He seems to have no left foot, just plays with the right. Kelleher through. Oh, but obstruction from some spectator. We could not see that one, but Kelleher obviously kicked it wide. Mark O'Sullivan. Oh, here's Shane against the tank. Shane Beastie Ryan. Look to Cooney again. Cooney having a good game. Again, Gareth O'Reilly. Oh, just fouls Cooney though. Not intentionally, of course. But Kilmacud have found it hard to penetrate the Ballyboden defence. They've been reduced to taking line range efforts, kicking round blocks. Oh, but O'Hennigan kicks this one wide. He'll be disappointed with himself. Sean Manley with the kick out. Up. And McKinnon's up. And the tank's up. Plays it in, but straight to Alan Ryan. I failed to see where that ball was going. And Alan Ryan, he was in doubt, so he put it out. Conor Murphy now. Murphy. Murphy. Big wonder. Now Cooney. Cooney again. Policed by Ronan Carty and Shane Ryan. Be a free in to be taken by Cooney himself. Colin Cooney, left footer. Student at Clonkeen College, but he kicks that one wide, and Sean Manley with the kick out sends one down, and Colin Moran is up, but it's out to Kelleher again, and that's Brian O'Regan. Brian O'Regan unfortunately just taken down also a Clonkeen man, John Hutchinson. And here he is, Fergal Armstrong. And Herity just gets his face in the picture. Herity dyed his hair for this game. Played magnificent football against Vincent's in the semi-final. And again, they failed to score with a free. And here's McGee. Physical phenomenon, that's what they say. But he kicks that one wide, and also Gareth O'Reilly has really got the better of that battle today, physical phenomenon or not. Kick out by Sean Manley. Straight to O'Reilly again, O'Reilly. How about O'Reilly? O'Reilly just misses out there. He didn't have his head around that game there, but he really has been playing a stormer, O'Reilly. Son of Barbara and John. In again. Here's Hutchinson again, dangerous, but reduced to outside shots again. And Fergal Armstrong putting that one wide. Sean Manley with the kick out. Herity's up! Oh, unfortunately for Ballyboden, it's half time. Herity was up. Worthy of any Aussie Rules game there from Garrett Herity. What's your thoughts on the game thus far, Tony Shields?
The game is going quite well for Ballyboden. They have gone out of it in the last 10 minutes, but they were magnificent there in the first half, particularly the six backs. They worked very well at putting them under pressure all the time. Our forwards, particularly O Sullivan, is playing an inspired game. Andrew Cairns is playing excellent altogether, for his debut. Gerard Byrne, he gave an excellent pass there for the goal by O Sullivan. Colin Keeney is doing well, and now we're into the second half, so we'll go back to the commentator.
And Moran just pulled down. Again, Ballyboden leaving off, taking up where they left off. And a great little swerve there from O Sullivan. Unfortunately, kicks that one wide. Excuse me? Yes, kicks it wide. And Donoghue with the kick out. Up on it is McKiernan. And that's a very tough tackle from O Sullivan, and he seems to have injured himself in the process. There's a high ball, and why would you be putting in high balls with Brian O'Regan, 7'2", in defence? Dermot Lowry, first touch. Thinks he's a bit of a hard man, and the sun is out now. See if the sun can help O'Hennigan with this free. 2-5 still to 3 points. Ballyboden really on top. None of the critics expected it. No one expected it apart from Ballyboden, the players and their manager and the parents. And O'Hennigan puts this one over. They did need that to reduce the deficit here in Parnell Park, which has turned out to be a lovely day for a game of football. Down again, Kelleher with the ball. Sends one in. There's O'Hennigan, but Carty gets the better of O'Hennigan, but Dan fouls the ball himself. Carty has won many medals here in Parnell Park. minor hurling, under 16 hurling, and maybe today the football to go with his early medals. Again, Hennigan has got his shooting boots. He might have put on his shooting boots at half time. He's been kicking, he kicked the last two over. Here's Ryan, Hennigan again. Over. Just fumbles the ball a bit there. That'll be a sideline. O Sullivan still holding his side. O Sullivan. Hopefully that there's nothing wrong with him and he'll be able to play on and repeat his first half performance. But they kicked it wide there, Kilmacud. Kilmacud have come out better in the second half. But it's the Ballyboden defence. And there's David Ryan. Sends a great ball. And here's Byrne. Going through the defence. How is that not a free? That eludes me. How that is not a free. And Byrne thinks so too. And here's Donoghue. Oh, bad ball. And Byrne again. Byrne could have a pot. Oh. The umpire said it's gone wide, but sorry, Gerald Byrne. It's going to be called a free for some strange reason. And Ballyboden physios have come on the pitch. Joe Ryan and Mr. Kearns. Up again, Moran. Moran determined as ever. There's 6 of them around him, but Moran still gets the ball away to his captain, Garth O'Reilly. But Garth O'Reilly goes in hard there, Garth O'Reilly. And here's O'Regan. O'Regan just forgot about the ball for a minute. And this will be a free up. O'Regan with the free. Sends it up to Herity. Herity in. There's many Ballyboden players. And it seems to be Conal Keeney just letting his temper show there. And Howley showing Conal Keeney what he thinks of him. Cooney now. Cooney policed by Carty. It's a foul and to be taken by Conor Murphy. Dublin minor. No, actually, they're going to leave it for O'Hennigan. Liam O'Hennigan, under 16. He takes a short one to Conor Murphy. He's not very confident. And Shane Ryan. Oh, Shane Ryan just takes down the tank. They might call him the tank, but Shane Beastie Ryan eats tanks for breakfast. Takes him down, and Fergal Armstrong. And now Hennigan sails that one over the bar. Yes. Oh, and they've made a few switches now, Ballyboden. They've put Colin Moran to centre back, and Gareth O'Reilly has moved up the field. Oh, Herity up again. Herity. It's Fergal Armstrong with the low ball in. With Carty was the first, and he was alert to that. Kearns and Dermot Lowry just letting that one go over the line for a sideline. Conor Murphy now. Not a very extravagant player, but he does his job well. And here's Cooney. Cooney has failed to get on the score sheet. That is most definitely because Ronan Carty has been policing him all day. You don't get on the score sheet when you're marking Ronan Carty. And here's O'Hennigan again. See what O'Hennigan can do with this one. Wow, O'Hennigan puts it wide. Very disappointed with himself. He is an Ireland international. And really, he just put that one wide. Nothing he can do. Maybe it's the nerves of being favourites and getting such a beating. Here's Conor Murphy. Oh, McKinnon showing Conor Murphy what he thinks of him with a great block down. Again into Cooney. And Murphy going mad. Murphy going mad. He had an opportunity there, but McKinnon dealt with that opportunity. Very resourceful, his own McKinnon. He's a bit McKinnon. They call him a bit of a ballet dancer, scoring tries in rugby at Gaelic training. Wouldn't know what's going on in that young man's head. Studying engineering with Sean Manley and Robbie Fitzgerald in UCD this year. McKeaney just unable to control that one. Howley, the big man, sends a high ball down to the other big man up the field, Brian O'Regan. His cousin Alan O'Regan plays for Cork and could be facing this man Colin Moran in the league final. Moran, a fantastic ball. Again, Trevor. Byrne's gone into the box. Trevor opts to go alone. Dispossessed there by Dara O'Daly. And here's Dermot Lowry, plays it to Fionn Kennedy, the busker. And Moran again, showing why he plays Dublin Senior. Into Herity. Herity with the ball down. And they're linking up well. This is Shane Ryan. Has never been in this territory before in his career. And Herity up again. And Byrne. Unfortunate. Maxi the dancer. Up again, Maxi. And here's Callaghan. Sends the ball down to Hutchinson. But O'Regan will be damned if he lets Hutchinson by him. But here's Cooney. Cooney back out to Conor Murphy. What can Conor Murphy do with his left leg? Conor Murphy just sends it wide. Conor Murphy sends that one wide. And here's McKinnon again. McKinnon just dispossessed. And Moran. Tony, what's your comments on the game so far?
Yeah, Kilmacud are attacking quite well now, but they're not getting the scores on the board, and Ballyboden are coming back again. They're showing their resilience. They've moved Colin Moran back to centre half back, and they're showing how resilient they are.
Yes, thanks very much, Tony Shields. And we just saw Paulie Vasquez on the line there. Tony Shields commentating, my co-commentator today. When they're playing basketball with Ballyboden there, Harlem Globetrotter stuff there, but O'Regan, the big man, stuffs them. And the 45, they really were playing basketball, showing their class. But O'Regan started to laugh as they got into his territory. O'Regan, 7'4", 22 stone. And here's Alan Maher. He's gone through, but he's overrun the ball. And Shane Ryan had a few words with Alan Maher there. Shane Ryan mustn't like the look of Alan Maher, sorry. Here's O'Reilly now playing at midfield. Smooth operator, gentleman, and footballer. He's going to take the free here. Plays it out to the wing for O Sullivan to chase. He's obviously recovered from his earlier injury scare. And O'Sullivan just over-carrying the ball. Kilmacud did well there against O'Sullivan. And here's Fergal Armstrong. Moran with a Moran, what can you say about this man? Class. Plays it again out to O'Reilly economically. In return plays it to Kearns. Kearns just dispossessed. O'Reilly has Byrne. But was that a punch in the face? And they do not like that. McKinnon and Byrne standing over him. They do not like that punch in the face. Kilmacud. And Moran, he doesn't seem to have any options. He has McKinnon. What can Moran do with this one? What? No. Sorry, Colin Moran. Just gone wide. He really didn't have many options, it seemed. Here's Devitt. Peter Devitt, the captain in Dublin, ex-Dublin. And here's Rory Kelleher keeping the ball in play, just to give it to Alan Ryan now. Alan Ryan, his first love is hurling. He seems to be a fairly decent footballer too. Here's O'Hennigan from the sideline. He has got more difficult ones than this in the game. See what he can do. Now O'Hennigan, and that could be five misses he's had. Looks like Ballyboden for the win. Say maybe a 5-point comfortable win here. That would be my prediction. But what would I know? Here's Devitt. Kilmacud have not put their chances on the scoreboard, and it's, in my opinion, down to great defending from Ballyboden and great defending from his Mark O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan. And my word, O'Sullivan. This is my word, O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan could have a pop. That is fantastic. Mark O'Sullivan, 70 yards the pitch. If there was a point of the championship, that would have to be it. O'Sullivan now, really. I think he was even laughing on that way, laughing at the Kilmacud players. And here's McGee, Darren McGee, physical phenomenon. Sends a wayward pass, just to be met by Colin Moran, who's gone down now. They've been trying to get the better of Colin Moran in this game, but obviously they failed to do so. Sorry. Conor Murphy here plays it out there. Kelleher and Shane Ryan, a bit of intimidation there from Shane Ryan. He knows the writing. He's on the board now. Shane Ryan, great character, great man. McKinnon again. McKinnon, his work rate is unreal, and here's Marcus O'Brukla. Marcus O'Brukla sending that one in to Kelleher. Telepathic, these clash down players on. Here's O'Hennigan again. See what he can do. He must score this. O'Hennigan really sends that one wide. The Irish international not showing why he was picked there, but has had a very good game in all fairness to him. Here he is again, Fergal Armstrong. Plays one down to Conor Murphy, part of the Dublin midfield duo from Kilmacud. And the referee has called a free, but Colin Moran and myself fail to see why that was a free. The ball was bouncing. And really, they don't know. O'Hennigan has been gifted a chance here. But again, just plays it straight to O'Regan and Moran. Here's Kelleher. Kelleher again, plays the ball out. That's just going to run over now. Kilmacud would really have to start scoring if they want to win this game. Here's Devitt. Peter Devitt. Down to T.O. Cushion. Oh, no, that's Colin Cooney. Plays one into John Hutchinson. John Hutchinson has the overlap from Cooney. Cooney fouled the ball, unfortunately. Again, they linked up well. The Clonkeen. There's a great Clonkeen contingent in this Kilmacud team. That's up to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan doing great work to keep that ball in. And here's Kennedy, policed by Byrne. But Byrne fouls him. Unlucky Byrne. And we see Robbie Fitzgerald has entered the field. Robbie Fitz suffered an injury against Vincent's, but has recovered magnificently. And he really has a big day now. Moran might go for, O'Regan might go for Robbie. Sends a high one instead, just to be caught He's swept up. He has Byrne outside him. Fails to pass. And gets fouled. Trevor just losing his feet. And Dara O'Daly now to take the free. Also from Clonkeen. Under 16. And here's McGee just managing to get the better of Moore in there. Sends it out to Alan Moore. Alan Moore with a little flick in. And this is dangerous. This is dangerous. But O'Hennigan, he hesitated. And Moore in again. He wins the ball on the ground. That shows the class of the man. And here's Robbie with his first touch. And a great touch it is. Sending a great ball, splits the defence. But Howley, the big man, oh Howley, nicely done, neatly done. And O'Daly again. Just there, Robbie Fitz sent a great ball through, just inviting the Ballyboden players to get onto it. Here's Shane Ryan, brother of Alan Ryan. And here's Alan Ryan, Shane's brother's namesake. Howley again, he's a big man. He makes up for his skill with his height. Here's Darren McGee, sorry, finds Lowry. And Lowry managed to get through there. But unfortunately for Ballyboden, sends it straight into the arms of the waiting Sean Manley. And here's Robbie again. Robbie fails to understand how that can be a kick for Kilmacud. And here they go again. O'Brukala, Cooney, playing this basketball stuff they do again. And would they again, they were restricted to make outside shots, and they just can't hit those shots. Maybe it is their weakness, but it was Ballyboden putting them under pressure all the time. Again, Kearns plays it up. Robbie Fitz, Byrne makes a run. If they could just mind to find him, but they don't have the time. O Sullivan stepping over this one. Sends one in. Sends one straight to Fionn Kennedy. Closh down. Very improved player. And again O'Sullivan is fouled. And here's Colin Moran. See what Colin can do with this one. There's a great Ballyboden contingent behind the goals, and they'll go mad if this one goes over. Friends of Colin Moran and many other players on the team. What can Moran do? Steps up. No panic with this. And it's gone over. It's gone over. Ballyboden really have taken command of this game, and I don't see any way back for Kilmacud. Seamus Donoghue has done his best. Let in 2 goals. Cannot be faulted for them now. Again, Kilmacud get the ball out, but great anticipation of that ball from David Ryan. And here's Trevor Donoghue, sends the ball across. Unfortunately just straight to and Byrne, great mate of Donoghue, goes in to tackle him there. Alan Moore, Alan here, sends one down. O'Brukala with a long ball, but it's also a high ball. And anything that is high is an O'Regan ball. We just saw Fergal Armstrong complaining again. Really, if he doesn't get the run of the ball, he resorts to complaining and shouting. And Donoghue loses his boot there. Donoghue loses his boot, but still nearly found Andrew Kearns. And David Ryan and Colin Moran now operating at centre back. Colin Moran going through. Sends another high ball in. That could have been Robbie's, but he just managed it. He just couldn't control it. And Conor Dolan has made his entrance. He's come on for Garrett Herity. Conor Dolan. He might look small, but if you get come from Dolan. You'll feel it. Actually, sorry, he's come on for Andrew Kearns. About under 16. Now, what can they do, Kilmacud? Dolan, originally a back but plays forward for this team. Now O'Hennigan. Oh, O'Hennigan seems to squeeze that through. The Ballyboden players. O'Regan and Shane Ryan are protesting, saying that it went through a hole in the net. That is a dubious decision. Sean Manley with the kick out. Sends a nice ball down. And David Ryan again. David Ryan, very determined in everything he does. Studying at Cláiste with Byrne, Mitchell and many others. Studying their leaving cert this year. Oh, Conor Dolan in there, showing his intentions and taking out Kenalkeeny, son of Sylvie. Conor Dolan really, take no prisoners, is his motto. Conor, it is suited for a left footer, but he's leaving it. He's leaving it for his fellow left footer, Colin Moran. Moran steadying himself now. A little tussle is going on there between Dermot Lowry and Conor Dolan, but really don't know what Lowry's going to achieve from that. But Moran hits it out, Byrne keeps it in, and Keeney, lovely, Keeney sends it over, and Robbie Fitzgerald is going mad, and they're all going mad on the sideline. This could be it. This could be the end of Kilmacud Crokes. We're coming up to the end of the game now, and the fans, they think it's all over. It is now. Ballyboden have won the minor championship, and the crowd and the players, everyone to do with Ballyboden is going mad. And Kilmacud do not have the decency to stay in the field. It's very bad. And they're all in a mosh. Would not like to be on the bottom of that. Would not like to be on the bottom of that with the likes of Dan Sullivan getting into the mosh. Would not like to be on the bottom of that, as I said, with the likes of Alan Ryan and Conal Keeney. Not the lightest of people on top. There's Jimmy Kofi Hendricks, Einstein of the team. Been playing Gaelic football since the tender age of 18. Really enjoys the atmosphere. There's Trevor. And they seem to be enjoying this win, and Joey, rock and roll Joey Marinan, lives to rock. They've been taking pictures and they're all going mad. Herity, Conal Keeney, Paul Shields there. Paul Shields, son of Tony, great ambassador for the game. Seems to be delighted. And McKinnon and Shields. It's great pictures here. It's Conor Dolan and Byrne get it together. Great stuff. Ballyboden contingent going mad. Shane Ryan, confused look in his face. There's Brian Keary, son of Nicky Keary, lives up the mountains, owns a farm. And the pictures here, these are great pictures here. This is the 4th time they've won it in 10 years. And the likes of Shane Ryan getting a medal, just as his brothers did, and Garrett Herty, and they seem to be going mad. Yes, and there's Moran, Byrne, O'Regan, Hendricks, and Mark O Sullivan, great guy, bubbly character. Herty again, hard to miss Herty. And here's O'Reilly. O'Reilly making his way up the steps. He always knew he would. Oh, and there's the Byrne family. There's Sheila Byrne from Kerry and Mr. John Byrne from Kilkenny, Goran in Kilkenny, with their son Michael, who has won many medals at this park as well. O'Reilly now. O'Reilly to get the cup. O'Reilly's been playing with this team, with Tony Shields, since he was 6 years of age. Fitting that he has 6 on the back of his jersey. O'Reilly, and the crowd goes mad. O'Reilly doesn't even have the power to lift it. Puts it on his head, rests it on his head. O'Reilly, sure, he's lost for words. Ballyboden team celebrating on the field. Too tired to make the track up the steps. And here's O'Reilly again, posing for the pictures. Should be all over the paper. And there's Byrne and Beastie Ryan. Yes, and McKinnon, and there's Kearns with a great debut. First score. Ronan Carty, Lar Fowley, whatever you want to call him, great man. Brian O'Regan, Herity, yeah, Herity, just shows how much this means to Herity. And Paul Shields as well. Paul Shields, always believed they'd win the cup. Pass it back to Shags, Shags goes mad. Sean Manley with Joey rock and roll, and Derek Roundy Doyle there in the background. Trevor Donahue, Derek Roundy Doyle under 16. Yes, Conor Dowling, son of a dub, Derek. James, his father. And there's Mark being lifted up by Colin Moran. Two players at great games today. And here's McKinnon as well, the ballet dancing McKinnon. Puts it down to Robbie. Look at that. That's what it's all about, right there. What you think, Tony? That's what it's all about.
Robbie is handling that like a little baby.
Yeah, of course.
It's magnificent.
Of course, Tony. And there's all the crowd just waiting for the speech. O'Reilly about to make a speech now. Mrs. Sheila Byrne advised O'Reilly to add a few words of Irish. We'll start off Australia. Ballyboden, really have to say thanks to all the Ballyboden fans that went out. Dan O Sullivan. Right down, he should be up there. But the modest man remains down on the pitch, watching his players and his son, of course. And there's Shags and Trevor. Trevor with 2 points today. Fantastic game. Fantastic campaign. Kearns and Alan Ryan. Andrew Kearns and Alan Ryan. Mark O'Sullivan making their way up now. And there's Conor Dolan with a great game and Colin.